Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for June 25th, 2019. Today we're looking at the USDCHF, the US dollar, versus the Swiss franc for today's trade analysis, starting here on the daily time frame. Actually, I want to look all the way back to the left-hand side of the chart where the black circle is. Specifically, the fact that the market found support above the 0.97 level. The blue shaded area at the very bottom of the chart is 0.9715. 0.9725. Market found support the last time at the black circle bottom left, reversed, and eventually turned into a long-term uptrend. I'm in no way suggesting that's what's going to happen now, but it is an interesting scenario, the fact that we have found support once again into that same significant support level, the blue shaded area just above 0.97. If we see further evidence and clues to reversal, we don't want to ignore that, because the last time this happened, it had a significantly long-term uptrend going all the way back up into the 1023 level or so at the very top of the chart, purple zone at the top of the chart. Of course, we've had significant bearish momentum here for the dollar franc, the US dollar selling off strong the last week after FOMC comments, and it pushed all the way down into this level. The potential of it continuing to go lower is there as well. We have two really potentials here. It continues the current momentum and sentiment and goes lower, or we look for clues to reversal, all happening around this specific blue and yellow zone at the bottom of the chart, and we're watching for clues to both opportunities really for the dollar franc. We'll keep an eye on the dollar. Of course, it had that significant sell-off last week, and again, it will also give us clues if it's going to turn around and go back up or continue the bearish momentum that began from last week. Let's zoom in a little bit here on the daily time frame, just get an idea of what's happening. Yesterday closing, yesterday's red candle here closing at 0.9719, and today's candle, the blue candle, opening just a hair under that at 0.9718. So a hair under it, maybe a pip underneath it, but it did close here slightly higher than today opened. And earlier today, it's not quite there now, we were just above the yellow shaded area, 0.9760. If today closes above the yellow zone, we may be looking at somewhat of a bullish engulfing candle situation and the potential for some further movement higher here. Let's go ahead and take it on down to the 4-hour time frame, and as we get down here to the 4-hour, you can see historically we've seen support here before. Take a look right here. We saw support here, and the market bounced there for a little while. That's important because in the downtrend that was support, but in a reversal situation we may look for the breakout above that yellow zone to be a clue for some continued reversal. Obviously, if it stays underneath there, the opposite may be true. So we're looking at that intently and saying, hey, maybe this gives us a clue, especially on a push back above that yellow shaded area. Take a little quick trend line from the high and just put it in here like this. Obviously, we have broken that trend line. So we can define this red trend, lower highs, lower lows along that down red trend line. If we see a change of that, higher highs and higher lows, let's just draw in another line and just imply that if we start to see higher lows and higher highs, that again gives us some potential for reversal. It's all potential because clearly it hasn't happened yet. Let's just take another clue here. Fibonacci from the top of the downtrend to the bottom. Fibonacci here shows 236 at 97.69, 382, 98.16 between the green and the pink shaded areas. So there obviously is some potential for some pullback reversal or just some sort of easing of the downtrend. I do want to take a note back there, and let me see, maybe the best way to do is just scroll back there where that other black circle was and the market found its reversal. It's a similar situation that we're talking about right here, where the market found support at the blue zone, came up, got above the pink zone, sat on top of it as support, and then went up. So if you take a clue here of this black circle where it went up, sat on top of the pink zone, and then went up again, now we take it over here and we see it going up. And if it sits down on top of that yellow zone, like what we just looked at back in history, that gives us a similar trade setup, doesn't it, if it gets above that yellow zone? So that's kind of what we're watching today. Will the dollar franc, really specifically, will the dollar rally and have some sort of pullback from last week's sell-off? Will it get above this yellow zone? If so, we may have opportunities to look for short intraday or longer term reversal clues as the dollar franc starts moving higher. All in all, though, we need to be remembering that the bearish momentum is still potential. If it stays under the yellow zone, we'll watch for new opportunities to go short for the dollar franc.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.